Are you a newcomer to Canada, or are you thinking about moving to Canada and you just can't decide where to live and how to find a place to rent?
Don't worry, we're going to talk about everything in this video to make your movement and settlement in Canada easy and smooth.
And be sure to stick around till the end of the video because we've got a great hack for you that we are confident you've never heard of before. Welcome to the last stop. I'm Razan.
And I am Basim. Alright, let's get into it. First of all, in a previous video, we talked about bank accounts and that you need to open a bank account the moment you arrive to Canada. It's super important because you need a Visa card, debit card, credit score that helps you, that it's gonna help you with your settlement in Canada. So check out that video and make sure that you call several banks and see what they can offer for you.
Second, you need a good credit score. Now you're gonna ask, what's that, Razan, and how do I get it? Easy. Once you open your bank account, you're going to ask the teller that I need a credit card. For example, a credit card can be something like a MasterCard or a Visa card.
Now, once you get your credit card, you have to start using it by making several purchases. Before the end of the month, you have to pay off your credit card. If you don't, it will affect your credit score. Each time you pay off your credit card, your credit score will go up.
Next, you will likely be asked for references. The landlord of the apartment that you're interested in renting in will ask you for the numbers of previous landlords that you have rented with, and for the phone for their phone numbers, and for either like a paper reference, like some sort of like recommendation about you, just for them to know like if you've been a good tenant and if you've paid your rent on time.
Third, most landlords will ask you for a proof of income. For example, the 3 most recent pay stubs. Or sometimes they will ask you to give them a proof of letter of employment. Sometimes they will ask you for both.
And now you're probably thinking to yourself, Basim and Razan, what are you guys talking about? We're new to Canada. We don't have any of those things. We don't have a good credit score. We don't have any references. And we definitely don't have any proof of income. So what can we do?
Now, we understand how this must be challenging, and we also have, faced a similar situation where we are looking for an apartment. So we recommend that you stay at Airbnb for a couple of weeks until you find a place to rent. And also we recommend that you can use Airbnb as a reference for your landlord.
We should also mention that old landlords are going to ask you for a first and last month deposit, and they will also most likely ask you to sign a 1-year contract for the place that you are looking to rent in. Now, since you're a newcomer to Canada, you most likely don't have a good credit score, you don't have any references, you pretty much don't have anything, which was our case as well, so don't worry. But most landlords will try to work around that, and they will tell you, okay, so instead of paying just first and last month's deposit, they're going to ask you to pay a few months deposit so they can at least secure the rent on time.
Usually it's around 6 months upfront.
Yeah. I've heard, that's true. I've heard that from a lot of people.
Money, yeah.
It is a lot of money, and if you watch a previous video of ours, which we could put in the description below, we tell you like how much rent would be in like small city like Windsor and like a big city like Toronto, just for you to have an idea of how much rent is.
Yep. Now, next, the most important thing is to figure out whether the area you're gonna rent in is in a bad or a good neighborhood. And the best way to know if the area is good or not is to join several Facebook pages, WhatsApp groups, and ask questions about the area. Of course, everyone has their own opinions, but sometimes you can cross references and you can make up your mind at the end.
And now for the best part. There is this incredible website that you can use that allows you to learn everything that you need to know about the neighborhood that you're interested in, and it's called Area Vibes. All you need to do is write down the address of the area that you're interested in, and it's going to give you a very detailed breakdown of all the liability scores in that area. Now, let's say, for example, let's say you are interested in a place in downtown Windsor. It'll give you a list of all of the amenities in that area. So, as you can see on the screen, the commute and cost of living is sitting at a very high A+. However, the crime rate and employment are sitting at a low F.
And that's expected because that's where you will find the highest number of homeless people. And my recommendation is just to stay away from the downtown area in any city. Just stay away from that.
I couldn't agree more. That's usually where, obviously, like as you can see, like the highest crime rate and homelessness, unfortunately, is in downtown.
Yeah.
Like almost all downtowns.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel, as that is the best way to support our channel and to continue doing the work that we love to do.
Now, the next question is going to be, how do I actually find a place to rent? There are three simple tasks, but the first one, which I personally prefer, I think it's the best way to find an apartment or a house to rent, is to go physically to each building and ask the building manager, if they have any vacancy. If you go there, you're gonna see the apartment, see the neighborhood, and they're gonna give you a good deal if you negotiate with them in person, which is the way I found the 3 apartments to rent, 1 in Toronto and 2 in Windsor.
The second way that you can find a place to rent is either through Kijiji or Marketplace. Now, of course, there are plenty of other websites that you can use, but we personally found that those 2 places are usually the cheapest. And not only that, you can also likely try to negotiate with the landlord to try and decrease the cost of rent.
Yep. Third, as we mentioned earlier in this video, you need to join WhatsApp groups or Facebook pages and ask if they are looking for tenants to rent.
And that's it for today. If you've enjoyed our video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, as it is the best way to support our channel. And it'll also keep you notified for all future videos that we post.
Now, if you have any question, please leave us a comment in the description below and we'll get back to you ASAP.
Thank you, and see you next time.